The figurative language combined with oxymorons augments the turmoil of Juliet's internal disposition as she struggles to cope with two fighting factions, Tybalt and Romeo, both of which she has loyalties to. Her negative diction suggests not only anger directed at Romeo, but at herself as well for placing her trust in him. It further connotes her feelings of shame, betrayal, and shock, which are expressed through her reluctance to show her face, as it is covered in shadow and hidden by her hair. Yet despite this, Juliet's rage and unwillingness to be subject to the dominance of her family or Romeo is palpable through her red eye, as it symbolizes her independence. The snake climbing out of Juliet's mouth symbolizes the negative diction she's berating Romeo with, yet her conflicting love for him prevents her from speaking further as it winds around her neck and chokes her, expressing her paradoxical inability to speak badly of Romeo. The snake winding around Juliet's heart juxtaposes her anger and love, as her own negative words directed at Romeo hurt her as well. Pathos is invoked in her for Romeo for her hurtful words projected at him, further conveying the extent of Juliet's compassionate character. In Hades, souls would drink from the river Leaf to erase the memories of their past life. The river is supposed to beseech forgetfulness on whoever drinks its waters. The snake's inclined head towards the river signifies Juliet's desire to erase her past memories of Romeo and start over, further articulating the depth of the damage on her emotional disposition from Romeo's banishment and Tybalt's death. Juliet's anger is nullified when she sees her reflection and the person she is slowly becoming. Juliet's reflection in the river Leaf alludes to Carol Ann Duffy's poem Havisham, as it foreshadows the potential person Juliet could become from holding a grudge, an old spinster full of rage and hatred. The juxtaposing posture of the hands articulates the contrast of control and free will. The aggressive, grasping hand of Capulet symbolizes his control over Juliet's life, as he tries to dictate her choices for her by forcing her to marry Paris. The hand offered in supplication connotes Romeo's gentle and kind disposition that Juliet fell in love with, and expresses the depth of Romeo and Juliet's love, as he holds her heart in his hand. It symbolizes the omniscient presence of Romeo, and though he might not be near her physically, Juliet always senses his touch. The parallel of heaven and hell symbolizes the juxtaposing emotions Juliet is conflicted with, her love for Romeo and her anger at the death of her kinsman Tybalt. The fallen angel symbolizes how Romeo has fallen from Juliet's grace as Lucifer fell from God's. Yet though Romeo may have fallen in Juliet's eyes, she is still ironically in love with him. His angelic form represents his alluring power and traits that attract Juliet.